Hey, hi. In this video, I will show you how you can get started with Python AWS Boto 3 module from VS Code. Okay. So here the prerequisites are you should have your system installed with the Python and AWS Boto 3 module, and also you should have Visual Studio Code where you can start an interactive task with respect to the AWS and using Python. Okay. So if you don't have these prerequisites been installed in your system, please do watch my previous video where I have explained everything from the scratch in regards to how you can set up your environment here to do this demo. Okay, so here I will just show you that how you can just get started with. Okay, whereas the further enhanced task will be done in the future videos. Yeah. So with that note, let's directly get started with the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so let me take you there. So here I have the Visual Studio Code, and also I have created a local folder, right? And under that local folder, I have created one Python file. Okay, so that is the basic about Visual Studio Code, and the same I have opened in the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so my system, as I explained earlier, my system has installed with the Python, and also on the Python, I have installed AWS Boto 3 Python module. Okay, so now, once that prerequisite is done, then how you can get started, like how you can use that Boto 3 module and just do a simple task. Okay. Here I will show you how you can retrieve the policy docs. Okay. Let's say you have an example policy and how you can retrieve that policies document, nothing but that JSON file, right? So how you can do that. Right, you might be knowing that it can be done via AWS CLI or other method, okay, but let's think about how you can do it programmatically and programmatically using such a great language using Python. Yeah. So here is the script is ready for that task. Okay. Now, first of all, what we need to do is we need to log into the AWS using same. I mean, using the AWS CLI sessions. Okay. So I will do that using the command AWS configure, because this Python will use this session internally and it will do the job which we define in the code. Okay. So let me do that. So what I do is I will do AWS configure and I will use the pre already configured credentials. Okay. So when I say credentials, it is secret key and the ID. Okay. Using the reason is JSON, reason is US list, and the format is JSON. So this is how I done it. Okay, so now you are set. Okay, so you have already logged into the AWS session. Okay, with using your key ID and access key and the reason you are setting. Okay, so what you are doing is we are doing any task which we will do here is pointing to US East region of AWS account. Okay, yeah. So now in this, as I explained, like in this demo, how you can get started. Okay, so how you can get started with using the AWS Python Boto 3 module. Okay, so here as you see in my code, right? So in the top of the Python file or Python script, I am importing the Boto 3 module. Okay, so I have already installed the Boto 3 module, so I'm importing that. Okay, by running the command import Boto 3. Okay, so before I walk you through the code, so let me tell you that the Python is a language which is indentation based. Okay, indentation based is nothing but it will work on the alignment, code alignment. Okay, so it's very, let me make a very strong note on that one. Yeah. So then what I'm doing is I'm connecting to a resource. Okay, where I'm connecting to IAM resource. Okay, so using the Boto 3 model. In the Boto 3 model, I'm going to particularly the resource. Okay, in the resource, which resource I'm going to IAM. Okay, that is identity and access management, because my task case belongs to policy, right? And the AWS IAM policies will be under IAM services only. Yeah. Then what I'm doing is I'm writing a function. Okay, in Python, function starts with the keyword called def, that is definition. Okay, and they were just, it's just a def and small letter def. Yeah. And let me make a note that the Python is a case sensitive. Okay, then I'm just defining a function which will help me to retrieve the policy document, right? You When I say policy document, so let me take you to the original AWS account. This is the AWS account. If you go to the policy and let's click on any policy. So here I have clicked on this policy. I go to the permissions block. So in this one block, if you see this, right? So this is called a policy document. Okay, how you can retrieve it programmatically. So that's what I'm doing there. Yeah. You can retrieve the existing data, metadata of this policy like ARN, description, name, etc., etc., using CLI. but go one step ahead. Okay, so you might need this the JSON file, nothing but the original definition of your policy. Yeah. So how we can do it? We can do it using this Boto3 model of Python. Yeah. So what I for this purpose, what I'm since to make a code reusable, what I'm doing is I'm creating a function for that. Okay, and this is a custom function. Okay, let me make a note. Yeah. So inside this function, we are giving the arguments. Okay, one is ARN, nothing but policy ARN, and the version ID. Okay, by default version ID is equal to none. Yeah. Then what I'm doing is I'm checking if version ID is there or not. Okay, if the version ID is there, I'm getting the version. Okay, that's what I'm doing it in a if else conditions. Okay, again, so as I explained in the previous videos, you will learn the looping and the how you can define the variable, how you can define the function by on the go. Okay, like learning by doing it. Yeah. Then next one is else. In the else condition, let's say if I'm not providing an version ID, okay, then what it should do? It should use the same, right? It should use the IAM resource and retrieve the policy. Okay, retrieve the policy, and inside this one we are giving the ARN. Okay, then we will be retrieving the JSON file called policy, and in that one we want to extract default version. Okay, so after this what we are doing is in this object we are more interested on the document because the document contains JSON file. Okay, that's why I'm just using that. And if you see here, I'm using the word return. Okay, so almost know what does the return keyword does. It is just gives the returns the output of a code. Okay, to the invoker. Okay, so then the policy ARN for this demo, I'm just using this example policy ARN. This is a AWS managed policy ARN. Yeah. Then the body. This is the receiver of the function who is invoking. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm invoking actually this function, the function which I defined above and explained above. Yeah. So in this function, what I'm giving one parameter that is ARN, policy ARN. Okay, and that output of that nothing but the returning of this function, the return I mean the return statement or return output of this function. So this functions will be given to a variable called body. Okay, and finally I'm just outputting that in a print statement. Okay, so in AWS the print statement is very simple, right? It's print, and in the in the square bracket we are giving it in a double quotation. Okay, and the output we are just merging into that output in the format of this $s and $body. Yeah, so that's it. It's a simple, right? I mean, what I'm doing is I'm using the module. So let me reiterate. So I'm using the module. In the module, I'm using the resource function and keeping that in a particular IAM variable as an object. This is the IAM is nothing but a variable as an object. Okay. So that object will be further used to get the further required data, right? What we need in this demo, we need a policy document. So we are just using that one. Yeah. So now let me run this code locally. Okay. So to run this code, what I do is I will use this button, right? If I keep in this one, so this is a start button. Okay. Python run Python button. Yeah. So let me click in this one. So yeah, what it does is this this function, this Python will be ran. Okay, using the same credentials which we used to log in. Yeah. And it should return something, some the same JSON file which I showed you, right? So it should return us so the same this much big JSON file. Okay, in the format of this as an output. Yeah, JSON as an output. Okay, so now um it's taking some time, so let me rerun it again. Actually it is running. Okay, so let's wait for some time because there's a delay here. Yeah, so let me click on this one so that I can show you the output. Yeah, here you go. Now my file is got invoked with where I mean invoked to python.exe. Okay, so if you see here internally nothing doing nothing, but it is this Python file has been invoked as an input to the python.exe. Okay, here you go. The output is very forward. Okay, since I have clicked double time, right? If you remember, I clicked it twice. Henceforth the file is being executed twice. Okay, so if you see here, it has returned the exe. I mean, it has returned the required output. Okay, in the format of JSON. Okay, so here I let me copy this JSON, and this is what the JSON which we need, right? So you can again further, I mean, if you are good in the Python, you can further export into a CSV or a JSON format. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Okay, so it's a big, it's in the currently it's in a string format. Henceforth, it shows in a something huge line. Okay, yeah. So that's it. So this is just a warm up kind of video where you can get started, okay, where you can get started with using the how you can use the Boto 3 Python Boto 3 module from your local system, okay, how you can connect to the AWS account and how you can run your Python script where you are using the Boto 3 module, okay. So that's it. I have shown you the required things to be shown here. Yeah, and a kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot, okay. With that note, thank you. Thanks a lot.